2001, 2002, 2003. That's a deep burn. Hey guys, it's Coach Ben Lee here checking in, day 8. I thought we'd wrap up all this nutrition stuff and so we can condense it so everyone has a great understanding of exactly what we need to do to achieve, those beautiful long lean legs and a tight stomach. Now, so we've broken it down. We've spoken about protein, we've spoken about fats, and we've spoken about carbs. Now, what we need to do now is wrap all this up so that you guys have the best understanding of how to design your own diet. So guys, this is what I'm going to do for you so that you can design your own diet. Now, simple things here. This is what happens. We spoke about protein, so we want to go with 4 meals, okay? 4 meals for girls. We're looking between 100 to 150 grams of protein per meal. Now, just bear with me here while we walk around the gym. I like to think while I'm walking. So, something that I want to do here as well is with the fats, when we incorporate that into diet, is I like to stick with oils, okay? So with oils, what I want to do is just use coconut oils, macadamia oils, things like that, because I use those to cook with. Now, other things that I might like to cook with as well is butter, okay? Because like I said in our fats video blog, is that with the fats, with the butter, it's really great to add for some tasting stuff as well. Like it really brings out the flavour of our fats. Now, with carbs, like we spoke about that as well. So what I want to try and do with my carbs is natural carbs, okay? So single ingredient carbs. So our sweet potatoes, our potatoes, our brown rices, white rices even, quinoa, okay? These are all good options, okay? What we're trying to stay away from is pre-packaged stuff, so our pastas, things like that, breads, okay? Because of these things, because they're fortified, right? They give a longer shelf life. Our bodies struggle to break these foods down. Now, the next thing we want to be doing is downloading the app MyFitnessPal, okay? I use this app with my clients all the time. It's a magnificent tool, okay, to use when trying to design your own diet. Okay, so one of the things you need to go into though once you've downloaded it is you need to change kilojoules to calories. So how you do that is you go into settings. After you go into settings, you go to profile. You click into profile, you scroll all the way down, and they've got units of measure. Down there is where you can change that up into calories instead of kilojoules. So it's going to make it a lot easier for you to break down. Now, the next thing we're doing when we've got MyFitnessPal, when we're setting it up, we need to put in our weight loss goal. So our weight loss goal should be no greater than half a kilo a week. So half a kilo a week is what's doable, okay? Not doable, but it's healthy. It's a healthy weight loss, okay? Any more than that, like Biggest Loser style, is unrealistic and it's stupid, okay? The reason being is it's going to put too much stress on your body mentally, okay? Because you're going to have to cut a fair bit of calories. So therefore your performance in your workouts is going to suffer. The performance in your everyday life is going to suffer as well. Now, the next thing that we're doing here as well is that it's going to give you a calorie number, okay? So what I want to do here with this calorie number is we're going to do a bit of what we call carb cycling, okay? So very simple. It'll give you a number, say 2,500. We're going to go 2,350, and then we're going to go 750. No, 700. About 700. 750, give or take. It doesn't have to be spot on those numbers, okay? What we're going here is about 150 to 100 calories either side of that line, okay? And what that's going to do is help stimulate our metabolism. Because what happens if we're constantly eating at this straight level all the time, our metabolism gets lazy, okay? And what we want to do is constantly stimulate and regulate it. This is very simple and easy method to incorporate into your diet. It's, one day you've got a low day, one day you've got a high day. It's very simple. There's a lot more strategies out there that can be used, but I'm trying to make this as simple as possible for you guys just to get a basic understanding of with basic nutrition. And once you have a great understanding like this when it comes to nutrition, it just opens the doors for you when it comes to your planning your everyday life. So some of the things I suggest with my clients is that if you are going to go out and you're going to go to like a friend's barbecue, or you're going to go out for dinner and you want to enjoy that night, okay, what you can do is you can probably drop your calories down to your low day for like another 1 or 2 days, kind of just to bring it back in again, because obviously you've had this increase in food, and so what happens is by rights thermogenesis should kick in, okay, so it raises your metabolism to burn this food, and then your metabolism is going to be sitting at this higher set point, okay, and then from there, if you're having a lower day for the next day or two, then by rights your body should be burning at that higher rate at which you last ingested calories, okay? Now, same if you want to have a cheat meal and don't want to eat outside of your calories that you've got for that day, is you just incorporate that, okay? So what I would do, what I do personally, is that I would implement, like I like to go out and have a grilled burger, okay, on a Saturday night. So I plan out my day of calories that I'm going to eat, and then I'll incorporate that grilled burger into my macros for the day, okay, or into my calories for the day, and therefore I know that I don't go over. If I go over a little bit, I'm not too concerned, but as long as I'm staying, roughly around there, then it's okay, and it's not going to negatively impact on my results that I'm working so hard for. Now, if you've got 10, 15 kilos to lose, you really shouldn't be having a cheat meal at all, and the reason being is that it's too much stress on your hormonal system. Your body can't handle that increase of insulin and everything that goes with that, okay? It's just too much, okay? And it's going to set you back 3 to 4 days, even if you do what I said with going like lower, okay? So you want to try and limit the amount of cheat meals that you have, or the blowouts that you're going to have, okay? And therefore you will see results faster. Now, secondly on that, with calories in and calories out, what I like to do is make it, instead of like dropping calories, right down to like 1,200, 1,300, like I've heard some people do, even 800, which is just mind-boggling, is that I want to create more of a deficit through my training. So one of the things I get a lot of my clients to do is to buy a heart rate monitor, okay? And so when they buy the heart rate monitor, what we're doing is we're actually tracking your calorie expenditure for the week. So that gives me a greater understanding of how many calories you're burning. So each workout, roughly, girls might burn between sort of 300 to 400 calories, okay, in about a 45-minute window. Sometimes a little bit less, but that's what I sort of aim for, and that's the kind of calorie output. So if I'm burning that amount of calories, and I'm working out, what your BMR, your basal metabolic rate is, minus your activity, and I put that in, then what that allows me to do is have more food in your diet, okay? And having more food in your diet, like who doesn't want to eat more food? I don't want to be eating lettuce and air to try and get lean. I want to be able to live a normal life. I want to be able to function. I want to have energy to be able to just, punch through the day, and I want to have energy to be able to be in my workout and put as much effort as I can in my workout. So the more energy I have to put in my workout, the more of a hormonal response I'm going to get from my training, and I'm going to see greater results, okay? What else goes to finish up on macros and nutrition? Okay, I'm pretty sure that's going to cover us up with proteins, fats, carbs, how we break it down. Oh, sorry, what I forgot here, guys, was with MyFitnessPal. What I aim for with my macro breakdown, okay, for someone that's starting out, is very simple. I go 30% protein, 30% fats, 40% carbs. Okay, some people will disagree with this. Fine, that's okay. This is just a set point that I start my clients off on. Okay, that way it gives me something to work with. Okay, and it gives them something to work with as well. We can always change it. Like, everybody is different, but this is a good starting point. Okay, and the reason why I start with those macro breakdowns is because most people have lost the ability to manage the carbs as best they can. So by increasing our fats to cover the amount of carbs, then that's where I get that number from, okay? And obviously, I always like to keep protein at 30%. That never changes for me, really. 30% protein is great because it just, more protein in the diet helps us build muscle, okay? And everybody wants more muscle. So let me think, guys. So just to wrap up, MyFitnessPal, download that. Go into profile, go down to units and measure, change kilojoules to calories so it's easier to track. Okay. Once you've done that, your macros is 30% protein, 30% fats, 40% carbs. We want to cycle between calories. Okay. So we want to do a high day, low day, very simple. Okay. Where we are having whatever number that gives us for them half a kilo weight loss a week. Okay. We want to go to 100 to 150 below that, to 100 and 150 below above that. Okay, and they're the 2 days that we will go. So we still average out at that number, but it just stimulates our metabolism a little bit better, okay? Now, we want to cycle our food as well. So what we have on Monday, we're not eating again till at least Wednesday, possibly Thursday, okay? So if we're going to have 4 meals, we have 2 different meats that day. We have different veggies as well. We try and mix it up as best we can. Different fruits. With fruits, at least 1 piece a day. If you've only got 5 kilos to lose, sure, go for 2 pieces of fruit a day by all means. We're going to throw a protein shake in there. Now, depending on what time of day you're training, you might want to have that protein shake before to give yourself some energy. You know, if you're waking up first thing in the morning, you don't want to have a big breakfast before you train. Protein shake, piece of fruit, off you go. If you've had lunch and your workout, you've had 3 meals already and your workout's at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, have your protein shake and piece of fruit there, give yourself some energy, and away you go, okay, and then have dinner in the evening. Another supplement that I love to use is HumaPro, but I'll talk to you about that. It's very low in calories and it's got a great sort of, it's great for muscle repair and things like that. It's a really good product, but we'll talk about that in later podcasts when it comes down to nutrition. All right, guys, so that's me, Ben Lee, out. Peace.